people of the world, and welcome to today's episode of Coffee Chats with Jax. Today I wanted to talk about something that is, as usual, a current thing that I am going through and learning. So recently I was told something by a very highly respected person. It kind of threw me off and it made me a little bit upset. Basically, I was told that I was scared of anger and I was uncomfortable with vulnerability. And I was like, hold on a minute. I put my life on the internet. I'm pretty vulnerable, and like all these things were going through my mind and how much I preach vulnerability and how much I'm like, be honest, and I think I'm a very honest person, and so I was getting mad, and then I finally was like, okay, hold on, there has to be something else here. So I asked, I was like, what do you mean I'm uncomfortable with vulnerability? And the response that I got was like, hold on, no, it's not that you're scared to be honest, it's that you're scared to be honest about how you're feeling. If there's a messy situation, which if you've been following me or my inner circle here on the YouTube or social media lately, you'll know that there was definitely a messy situation that happened recently. And when those kind of things happen, I tend to try and work through it as fast as possible and come out on the other side. I don't want to be mad, I don't want to be upset, I want to get over it really quick, put a smile on my face, everything's fine and dandy, moving on to bigger, better, peaceful things, because I, for some reason, developed this thing where I'm scared to get mad and I'm scared to be sad and show people that I'm sad. So when people ask how I'm doing, if sometimes I feel like I'm nervous, to let them know that, hey, I'm actually pretty upset. And part of that's because I get impatient with myself and I'm like, it's been a week, I need to be over this by now. So I end up apologizing for like, I'm so sorry that this is still an issue. I'm fine, moving on, forgiveness, grace, like peace out. Which is true, like forgiveness, grace, I guess peace out as well. That's true, that's so healthy, you guys, and like, that is the end goal here. But something I was told was that the only way out is through. You can't hop over the problem. You can't go around the problem. You can't avoid the problem. You have to go through it. You have to feel all the stuff, because like, hey, if you don't feel the hurt and if you don't feel the pain, it's gonna just sit there in the back of your mind and you're gonna suppress it and it's gonna get bottled up and one day you're gonna pop. And that's not gonna be a good day. I think I've made a video about this a few months ago about how I was uncomfortable with emotions. I've definitely grown a lot in that area, but what I learned is that when this messy situation happened, I wanted to rush the process. I wanted to work through it. I wanted peace and I want everybody to be friends and everything's fine and be a peacekeeper and all this stuff, but it's like, no. I learned that it's okay to be mad at injustices in the world. It's okay to be mad at selfishness. It's okay to be mad at narcissism. We all mess up pretty bad sometimes, and when that stuff happens, it's okay to be mad about it. It's not okay to grow bitter about it. It's not okay to hate the people. That's not good, but it is okay to be upset. The reason that I don't like going to people and telling them when I'm upset and I'm hurt and I'd rather tell them that I'm fine and put a smile and everything's okay is because I am scared that I'll be a bother to them. I'm scared that my feelings are annoying to them, and that's a lie. My feelings do matter. If I've learned anything this past season of my life, it's that my feelings do matter, and if I'm upset, I have a right to be. If I'm mad, that's okay. Yes, I need to work through that, but it's okay to be in the hurt. I've been scared to go into the hurt, and it's like, I learned that about myself when I was being asked to have another conversation with someone who I was hoping, oh, there's forgiveness, there's grace, moving on, that's great, we're fine and dandy. But then there needed to be more of a conversation because this person was still hurt and I wanted to move through it because I was uncomfortable with the mess, I was uncomfortable with the hurt. And this person wanted a conversation, I was like, but why? But we're fine, everything's great. The reason that I was uncomfortable with that was because I was uncomfortable with her hurt, because I was uncomfortable with my hurt, and that's wrong. I was scared to go into the mess. The mess is beautiful. The mess is when you learn things. The mess is when we grow. If everything's chaotic, that doesn't mean life is over. That just means it's life. Things are gonna happen. Things are not gonna be steady, perfect all the time. We're gonna go through stuff, and we have to learn to be okay with that. We have to learn to work through it. We have to learn to feel what we're feeling so that we can go through to the other side. Because if I hop over the mess, and just, oh, I don't want to deal with it, I'm gonna smile and move on, pretend it's all fine, I'm not being a human being. I'm not actually going through it, I'm just skipping it. saving it for later. And we don't want to save it for later. We want to dive in and figure it out right now so that we can move on, so that we can be free. It can be scary to feel the truth and to go into the uncomfortable situations because it's truth, and truth can be scary, but there's nothing more freeing than just being you. Just being. Just letting it be how it is. Speak up for yourself. If everyone doesn't like you at the end of this attempted resolve, then that's okay. That's normal. Trying to put a smile on my face and wanting everyone to be happy and everyone to be friends so that I can be peaceful and comfortable, first of all, is very selfish because that's not fair to anyone else. That's just looking out for myself by wanting everyone to feel peaceful all the time. Because I'm uncomfortable with the conflict, so I'm gonna force peace on everyone when no, they're still working through stuff. There's still things to be talked about. That's a little selfish, and I think that that's a people-pleasing aspect because I don't want people to see me as an upset, hurt person. I want to be the girl who's just like cool and there, and it's like, oh no, I'm not hurt, it's fine, I'm not mad at you. I worried about what people were thinking about me too much. Even if people like did me wrong and I was upset with them, part of me didn't want to be upset with them because then they wouldn't like me. Which is bizarre, right? If someone does you wrong, you need to be bold in what you believe. Stand firm. There is nothing more attractive in a human being than being bold. Let's know what we believe. Let's be firm in what we believe and be bold. That's just life. Life is uncomfortable sometimes, and we just have to trust that there's purpose. So let's find it. I hope that you're having a great week. I hope that you're eating an ice cream cone if you want one, because I want one, so I'm gonna go eat one right now, even though it's snowing outside because I'm in Colorado. Okay guys, I love you, and I will talk to you next time. Thank you guys so much for watching today's episode of Coffee Chats with Jax. I hope that you enjoyed what we had to say. If you wanted to continue talking further, share stories, ask questions, give opinions, really any kind of conversation, I'm going to be continuing this talk over on my Patreon page, which you can get to by clicking the link in the description box below that says Patreon, join my family, or you can click that box on the side of the screen that says Patreon. Click that. That's where you can figure out what I actually am trying to do with these videos, what my actual mission is, and just support, get more involved on about all this stuff, guys, because you're not in this alone, we're in this together. So go click those links and we can talk then. Okay, love you.